Hey, this is Carl, and today I will be answering a very common question that I get a lot. So stay tuned. So I get this question a lot by close collector friends. So let me answer that in this video. So I have been collecting now for 2 years, and I have a mixed pre-orders of licensed and custom statues. But of course, more on the custom or fan art or unlicensed statues. So why is that? First of all, I find it more interesting to collect custom statues, and that's my opinion only. And I think that is very subjective as well. Because first of all, before you actually buy a custom statue, you need to actually first find out who's doing it. So you need to hunt the group or the commissioner who's gonna produce the statue. And when you finally do, there's this fear of missing out feeling if you actually can buy the statue based on its edition size. If you are part of the first 50 people who were able to say in on the commissioner's post. And I kind of find that interesting because it has a feeling, or it has a similar feeling of me trying to bid on eBay. And it kind of makes me feel lucky that I am included in the small edition size or the small run of the statue. Second reason why I buy custom statue, it's because I can simply buy a statue that I do love, which means I like the pose, I like the character, I like the details, the textures, and so on. But these are all very subjective, by the way, because sometimes with licensed pieces, I tend to like the character, the pose, and the sculpt, but sometimes the base might be too big or I don't like what's happening in the base. For example, I am collecting X-Men pieces, and I am collecting X-Men pieces on Danger Room bases. So, with that said, sometimes licensed companies makes or produces statues that have a Sentinel base, which is pretty common, or characters on a snow type of base or somewhere in the forest or something. And although I like everything about the statue, I just don't like the base because it doesn't match with my current collection. Anyway, I'll most likely choose not to buy the statue if I don't like any of the poses, the base, or the sculpt. So if one is unchecked, I'm not going to buy the statue. And also with licensed statues, once a character is produced, let's say Magneto or Wolverine, it's probably gonna be a while before they actually make that same character again. Or maybe even not. Now with custom, such character will most likely happen frequently. Let's take Silver Surfer for example. The gap between the last Sideshow Silver Surfer and the new Sideshow Silver Surfer is probably 2 years? Or maybe longer, I'm not sure. And now that the new Silver Surfer is out, a lot of licensed collectors are probably disappointed. Probably the same goes with the new Galactus. Now, with custom, there's probably like 10 Silver Surfers every year. See my point? You'd probably like one of those Silver Surfers. If not, you could wait, there's pretty much more coming. Plus with customs, there's a higher chance that they will make a rare characters more than licensed studios. Because at the end of the day, it's all about money. And licensed studios are thinking about their ROI, or return of investment. And sales will probably be real bad if they do choose to produce those rare characters. And who knows if Disney would also accept the concept. Third reason is that I can complete lines with custom. By lines, what I mean is you could collect all the X-Men characters, all the Avengers, all the costumes of Spider-Man, and so on and so forth. But it doesn't mean that I only need to buy custom statues for those. Let's take X-Men for example. There's a lot of pretty good and amazing X-Men statues from both Sideshow and XM. Let's say you wanted a Storm statue but couldn't afford the XM second-hand market. So what do you do now? Well, good thing Sideshow has already released their new Storm statue, which I think is pretty good by the way, minus the mixed media. But before that, it's probably like a dream to own a Storm statue. But with customs, there's probably like 2 or more Storm statues coming out every year, as well as Rogue and Jubilee. I'm not sure if licensed companies has already made a Jubilee statue. I mean a quarter scale Jubilee statue. But with customs, you get a chance to complete the line that you wanted to collect plus with matching bases. Like me, I wanted to collect Spider-Mans on a crouching type of pose, so I got Sideshow's new Symbiote Spider-Man on pre-order, and it's actually shipping already, and I will be just waiting for newer Spider-Man costumes on a crouching pose in the custom market, because I'm pretty sure licensed companies wouldn't do those costumes, the rare ones at least. Fourth reason why I pre-order custom statues, it's because you can actually be involved in the production of custom pieces. Not that licensed companies doesn't listen to their buyers, because I know XM owners are pretty active in the XM group. But with customs, you can actually message the commissioner to give your input regarding the portrait, the sculpt, the base, the paint, simply anything you can think of. You can give your ideas to the commissioner, and you could just hope that the commissioner does listen and do something about it. And sometimes they do actually ask for inputs in their own groups. For example, I pre-ordered this black Superman recently that I really love, by the way, but I really wanted a Henry Cavill portrait to pair this Superman with my Queen Studios quarter scale Wonder Woman, the one with the Gal Gadot's portrait. So I talked to the commissioner if he'd consider making a Henry Cavill portrait, and voila, it was granted. This has already happened in more than one occasion for me already. And if you like everything about the statue but the paint, then you have the option to actually buy a kit or an unpainted statue and have a professional paint it the way you want it to look like. Well, that's probably the more expensive approach, but it will most likely improve the quality of the statue. And of course, its value, because it's painted by a professional, and you will own something that is pretty unique and that you were involved in the production or the art direction of the paint. Fifth reason is that there's always something new with custom. The sculpt is always evolving, as well as the paint, and the commissioners are very competitive with each other. Like for example, this quite old sculpt by Daniel Bell, the RCB Magneto, it definitely set a standard for levitating Magnetos or other characters, as well as the flow of capes, which inspired a lot of Magnetos or other characters with floating capes, or with Ghost Rider with a clear red resin to represent fire. Anyway, I kinda think that the possibilities with customs is endless. It just depends on how creative the commissioner or the sculptor will be. To end the video, I would like to say that licensed companies will most likely have the better quality of statues. That means that licensed companies has better paint application, the quality of materials that was used to produce the statue, and that they have better QC and QA. Plus, if there's something wrong with the statue, licensed companies will always have the better customer support. But there are a very few commissioners who will go over the limit to actually help you repair your statue so that you will be pleased with their product. And there will also be a lot of commissioners who will ignore you or just give you $100 to get your statue repaired. And there will always be a risk of the commissioners going MIA or missing in action. I think there will always be pros and cons for both licensed and unlicensed statues. So that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you find my videos interesting. If not, then still like and subscribe to support the channel. This is Carl, and see you in the next one.